The Ronaldo penalty theory. They say penalties don't count? Tell that to the Juventus fans in 2018. 93rd minute. Champions League quarterfinal. A bicycle kick had already stunned Turin. Then CR7 steps up for the penalty. The entire stadium screaming, Buffon trying to psych him out. Boom. Top corner. That's not stat padding. That's rewriting history when the pressure is highest. The greatest don't just take penalties. They own moments. The Messi walking theory. Watch Messi walk against Real Betis in 2019. For 89 minutes he strolls, then in one burst he chips the keeper from 25 yards while falling. That's not laziness, it's a python conserving energy before the kill. Remember Getafe 2007? He walked past 5 defenders like they were training cones. The truth? While others waste energy, Messi studies the game in 4D, then execution. The big game ghost theory. Some players shrink when the lights are brightest. Remember Torres in the 2012 Champions League final? Open net at the Camp Nou, and he skies it. Contrast that to Drogba that same night, bullied defenders all game, then buried the header when it mattered. Or look at Higuain in World Cup finals versus Mbappe. Pressure doesn't lie. It separates legends from footnotes. The Mourinho third season curse. The pattern is undeniable. Chelsea 2004-2007, back-to-back titles, then the medical staff mutiny. Real Madrid 2010 to 2013, dethroned Barcelona, then the Casillas Civil War. Manchester United 2016-2018, Europa League glory, then the Pogba Cold War. Mourinho's third season isn't football. It's a Shakespearean tragedy where the hero becomes the villain. Every single time. The Pep overthinking theory. Pep's genius has one flaw. He overthinks when it matters most. 2021 Champions League final versus Chelsea. No defensive midfielder. No natural striker. Just 90 minutes of sideways passes against Tuchel's parked bus. Or remember Lyon 2020? Changed a winning system and got embarrassed. The irony? His simplest teams, 2009 Barca, 2018 City, were his best. Sometimes football needs less Einstein, more street smarts. The homegrown hero bias. English pundits called Rashford's goals passion, but labeled Aguero's as just clinical. When Trent Alexander-Arnold makes a mistake, it's learning. When Cancelo does, it's unprofessional. This bias shapes careers. Just ask Harry Kane versus Romelu Lukaku. Same stats, very different narratives. Loyalty is beautiful, but hypocrisy? That's the ugly truth. The FIFA cover curse. Hazard 2019, cover star in August, injured by September. Kaká 2009, Ballon d'Or winner, career derailed by injuries. Even Mbappe had his worst season post-cover in 2022. Some call it pressure. Others blame EA Sports' dark magic. But when Rose, Neymar, and Sterling all suffered the same fate, that's not coincidence. That's a hex. The Golden Boy trap. Pato was supposed to be Brazil's next R9. Anderson was the new Ronaldinho. Renato Sanchez? Future Ballon d'Or. Instead, they became cautionary tales. The Golden Boy Award is like Icarus's wings. The higher you fly, the harder you crash. Only Messi escaped the curse because he wasn't the next Pelé. He was the first Messi. The underdogs bite. Greece 2004, Leicester 2016, Morocco 2022. Football's magic lives in these stories. Why? Because big teams rotate. Small teams play like it's D-Day. Remember Alcorcon humiliating Real Madrid 4-0? Or Wigan's FA Cup miracle? The underdog doesn't just compete, they weaponize belief. And when David's slingshot hits, the world cheers. The spotlight paradox. Shevchenko was a god at Milan, then Chelsea's spotlight broke him. Coutinho tore up Liverpool, but Barcelona's glare left him shattered. Even Pogba, world-class at Juventus, lost at United. Some players need to be the orchestra, not the soloist, because pressure doesn't just test talent, it exposes mentality. The Barcelona DNA test. Coutinho arrived as Liverpool's magician and left as Barca's ghost. Griezmann won the World Cup, but looked lost at Camp Nou. It's simple. If you didn't grow up drinking from La Masia's fountain, you're playing in a foreign language. Even legends like Ibrahimovic failed, because Barca doesn't buy players, it breeds them. The next Messi curse. Bojan was supposed to be Messi 2.0, until the pressure broke him at 19. Gio dos Santos had Maradona's blessing, then became a lone army soldier. Even Ansu Fati's career stalled under that unbearable weight, because there's no next Messi, just victims of impossible comparisons. The international hangover. Neymar returns from Copa America limping. Mo Salah's AFCON tears fuel his Liverpool slumps. While European stars rest, South American and African warriors battle through jet lag, political protests, and 120-minute wars. Then we wonder why they're always injured for clubs. The Ronaldo haircut effect. 2014, blonde streaks before the UCL final hat trick. 2018, man bun for the Juventus bicycle kick. 2022, skin fade before the Manchester United comeback. Coincidence? Or does the barber's chair unlock his final form? Ronaldo doesn't get haircuts. He activates cheat codes. The goalkeeper roller coaster. One season, Onana's the modern Neuer. Next season, every shot slips through. Remember Karius after Kiev? Or De Gea's post-Ferguson struggles? Goalkeeping isn't a position. It's psychological warfare. Today's hero becomes tomorrow's scapegoat before the grass stains dry. The January transfer trap. Fernando Torres for £50 million. Andy Carroll for £35 million. Coutinho's Barca nightmare. The winter window isn't for saviors. It's for desperate clubs to overpay for unfinished business. Only Van Dijk broke the curse because real kings don't need desperation deals. The too many Chiefs problem. PSG's Galacticos era. Neymar versus Mbappe locker room cold wars. Manchester United's Pogba, Sanchez, Rashford power struggles. Football isn't basketball. You can't just stack alphas and expect glory. Too many generals, not enough soldiers. Manager revolution. Guardiola's trebles. Zidane's three-peat. Simeone's warrior culture. Even Ten Hag's Ajax miracles. Bald managers don't just win, they start dynasties. Maybe hair follicles drain tactics, or maybe chrome domes just see the game in 8K. The Wonderkid Burnout. Freddie Adu was on Letterman at 14. Jack Wilshere broke through at 16 and broke down at 24. Martin Odegaard went from team captain to Real Madrid cast-off before finding his path. Early hype isn't a blessing, it's a time bomb. The small club king. Michu scored 18 goals for Swansea, then vanished. Payet tore up West Ham, then flopped at Marseille. Some players need to be the main character. Put them in a squad of stars, they become background noise. The late bloomer surprise. Drogba didn't explode until 26. Jamie Vardy was in non-league at 25. Luka Modric was a Tottenham flop before becoming Real Madrid's brain. Football isn't just for wonderkids, it's for those who refuse to stop evolving. The WAG distraction. Remember when a certain English winger's form dipped after dating a pop star? Or when a Brazilian star's Instagram became more famous than his football? Talent needs oxygen. And some relationships suffocate it. The one-hit wonder. Amr Zaki scored 10 and 12 for Wigan, then disappeared. Michu's fairy tale lasted one season. Even Adriano had the world at his feet, until he didn't. Football loves a Cinderella story, until midnight strikes. The left-footed magic. Robin's cut inside and shoot was GPS locked. Messi's left foot writes poetry. Even average lefties like Payet score goals right-footers dream about. There's no scientific explanation, just beautiful chaos. The tournament player. James Rodriguez lit up the 2014 World Cup, then ghosted for Real Madrid. Salvatore Schillaci became Italy's hero in 1990 and faded into obscurity. Some players need national anthems to activate God mode. The bangers-only club. Xabi Alonso scored from his own half, but rarely in the box. Ruben Neves treats the 18-yard line like a no-fly zone. These midfielders don't do tap-ins. They collect Puskas Award nominations. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe. I'll be posting daily from now on.